Town Hall 11 Fresh 3-star attacks. Is it possible, guys? We're going to find out in today's video. This one is epic. What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to today's video where we are recapping the final of the ClashCup Elite Gaming Glory Hunters versus FishNChips International. My British friends, who will come out on top with this war? If you do want to join Elite Gaming and Elite Nation, make sure to check out the description. We have the feeder clan information and our Discord server information in the description of this video. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoy this one, but let's get into it with this first attack. This was our first Town Hall 11 attempt. Is it possible to get a 3-star? Let's check it out, guys. It was an amazing attack here by DJ, who is an absolute beast. He has his own YouTube channel as well, which again will be in the description of this video. But he's coming at this one with a BoLaLoon. Starts off at the bottom, very nice funnel with that baby dragon, just pushing straight up into the north, and just check out what he can get from this. He gets the enemy CC, the enemy queen, and an Inferno Tower, not to mention that Air Sweeper, very important to take down as well. And he's going to carve a path in here towards a lot more of the defenses. Hopefully, if we could get that Eagle, it would be an added bonus. But then the Lavaloon portion starts on the right-hand side. Nice semicircle movement right the way around. And notice how he gets the balloons in the very north here in quickly. That means that the balloons can clump together onto the middle defenses here, the Inferno Tower, the Eagle Artillery, them heavy defenses. Notice how the balloons all hit that area at the same time, because he didn't mess around the outside of the base. He took that down quickly with them haste spells, using the rage very comfortably in the middle there. And just check it out, as we get to the end of the raid, look at how many balloons DJ has left. Taking out this cannon, there is a Tesla over there as well, but there is a massive group of balloons, about 10 of them approximately, with lots of lava pups, the baby dragon there as well. This was a phenomenal 3-star hit. I mean, for a fresh attempt as well, in such a high level war, the final, wow, I mean, it was epic. It doesn't happen very often, guys. Massive props to DJ. That was amazing. Now we're going to take a look at the scoreboard here. As you can see, kind of ruining it a little bit for the end of the video. But Glory Hunters, Elite Gaming Glory Hunters, coming out on top, winning this one and winning the ClashCup final. We also had a 10v10 fresh 3-star hit. I mean, that is phenomenal. Check this one out, guys. Really love the deployment of the Hog Riders on the back end for this one. So we're going to start it out very surgically with the bowlers to start off. Just picking off some of them buildings. I really like when the bowlers are used like this, just to snipe off 2 buildings like that. It really sets the funnel up. And check it out. We've already created the funnel just from the bowler and that wizard on the bottom there. From this other side, the troops are going to go straight into the middle. Notice how we use the Archer Queen to set the funnel right over in the east of the base there. And then just sparingly bringing the bowlers forward. They're going to get right into the heart of the base, take down them Inferno Towers, get right into the middle there, so that we can control the Hog Riders on the back end. So check it out, guys. We have the Golems moving forward to really provide all of that tankage. Very nice use of them earthquake spells to open up this entire base. Look at the channel of the base moving forward, and notice how he's funneled his bowlers right into that channel, so they can still shoot the defenses on the other side, but they get right into the middle, take down them Inferno Towers. And at this point, it's just them back end defenses, which the Hog Riders are very nicely used to take out, and still plenty of bowlers in the middle there. I mean, just a fantastic attack to watch, especially as, again, that was a fresh hit, guys. Didn't need a scout, nothing like that. Came straight at the base with the bowlers. Even has a Hog Rider to put in right from the side there. Target that Dark Elixir, because that is, you know, that's the trouble with the bowlers. They've got to go through walls. The Hog Riders are fantastic cleanup troops, so made sure to target that building in the middle there. But I don't think it would have mattered. He had plenty of time left on this one. Fry Black coming in with a very clutch 3-star. And that was really what won us the wars. These 3 stars. And you know, really pushing. That was near the start of the war, a kind of mid-range war. We got them 2 3-star attacks, and it really just set the bar too high. As we move across, FishNChips International doing a fantastic job 2-starring all of the 11s and the 10s, and you're not allowed dip attacks in this, guys. The 11s weren't allowed to dip down, the 10s weren't allowed to dip down. You can only attack up and scout. So very interesting stuff, and as you can see, them 2 stars were really what set us apart, and we came very close as well, a 91%. Let's show you this before we move on to the Town Hall 9 attacks, because them Town Hall 10 areas and 11 in this one, if you can get them 3 stars, that is really what, you know, sets the bar and decides the wars. The 9s pretty much take care of themselves. So a nice queen walk from over on the west, and we showed you this strategy just a few days ago. If you missed it, it's linked in the top right of this video right now, but it is the mass miners at Town Hall 10, and it's probably the best strategy right now for the variety of bases that you can come up against. So you really need to set a funnel. Very nicely done in this one, with the queen and the healers on one side, the king, and just 1 or 2 wizards, guys. That's all you need, just something to back the king up. He's taking a lot of the tank. Just having something there for that extra punch is really helpful. Once you've got that funnel set, the miners can get right into the base themselves, and it's just kind of healing through at that point, and obviously taking note of the Inferno Towers. So the first rage spell just helps to get them into the base here. You know, normally you'd use the rage spells for the Inferno Towers and really push them forward, using the heal spell there as well to try and boost them before they get to that Inferno Tower, and then there is that rage spell to push them on. Maybe that other rage spell might have been a little bit better, pushing them to this second Inferno. I really don't know. You know, there's lots of skeleton traps around that area, and he tries to boost them up here before this Inferno Tower. To be fair, it does go down relatively quickly, but it's just too much for the miners on this raid. You can see the air skeletons there wrecking the healers. Would have really benefited from a poison, but the miners up on the north there, just not enough to get this thick area of defenses down, and that will come back to haunt him in this raid, and means that we fail on the 3-star, but a very high percentage 2-star, and really with Town Hall 10s, especially in these types of wars, I mean, this ClashCup is set up where you're not allowed to dip like that, I was saying, so it's very difficult to get them 3 stars. The high percentage 2 is really what you're aiming for, and then when you've got them attacks left over and you've got the stars safe in the bag, you can really go for them 3-star hits. So just missing out on this one. Let's fast forward the rest of this attack, then get on to some more Town Hall 9 3-star hits. I say some more, but it's the first ones. What I meant to say was some more 3-star hits. That's what you want to see, guys, but ever so close on this one. Just a few defenses left. Such a shame we didn't have a heal spell for them final few defenses to get them down. But there you have some of our, you know, Town Hall 10 and 11 3-star attacks. Make sure to leave a like for that Town Hall 11 3-star. It was beast, guys. Just fantastic stuff. Let's move you right the way through the Town Hall 9 attacks, because there's 4 of them and they're very nicely placed. Again, you don't have a lot of attacks here. It's a 10-person war, so there's not a huge amount of attacks to play with. Really got to get them hits in effectively to start off. So just using a balloon to test out that area on the west there. King with that wizard, setting the funnel here with the queen, who's going to come in and just take out a little bit of the base here to control where the Lavaloon portion is going to go. So as we come forward, we're getting that Town Hall to start with, just secure that 2-star, but obviously with the Town Hall 9s, the 3-star is what we're needing. Really wanted that western area of the base down. Couple of balloons with the haste spell, taking out a little bit of the area, but not quite getting into the base. But what it does, it just allows him to space his balloons out. They're not all going to clump onto them few defenses. So notice how he leaves that Tesla. He's able to get balloons onto the Arch Tower, the Tesla, and then right in the west there as well. Means that the balloons don't all clump onto the side. So he really needed that defense down for the pathing of the balloons here. And then he's just spreading it around. Check out all of the haste spells. Most of the base is surrounded with them haste spells. Love the Tesla down in the south as well. Can really wreck these Lavaloon raids if you're not paying attention. You know, 1 balloon on top of that right now would be just fantastic, but we've used them all. They're going to get through these defenses, and as you will see, a heal spell as well for the back end and that wizard tower. You need a plan for the wizard towers at Town Hall 9 with these balloon attacks, whether it's a haste spell, freeze spell, you know, heal spell, very commonly used, just to boost up them balloons. and you can see using the baby dragon very wisely down on that Tesla just to make sure that time is not going to be a factor. The baby dragon was the cleanup troop there, using it down on that Tesla and then taking out the builder's hut in the corner. Then we have the lava pups left to clean up, and you know, these Lavaloon attacks really are beautiful to watch in terms of just circling the base with them haste spells once you've got them objectives down, and a beautiful attack there by Skip. Did a fantastic job for us this war. We're going to move on to his other attack, 6-pack in this war, so brilliant stuff, using the Lavaloon strategy again. Now notice again, he wants this cannon down. On this one, he's actually going to lure the clan castle with that, but again, same principle, he's going to be able to, you know, path his balloon. So nothing came out of the clan castle. You can see that balloon would have, you know, lured it well in advance, so we can be quite confident that the Lavaloon portion here isn't going to be affected. It's more the heroes that would draw the troops out. So we're using them right in the east. King taking out the enemy king. Very nice exchange there as the queen walks up to that area as well. And again, we're just carving out some of the defences here, then starting the balloon portion up to the north where you can see them air defence. You know, commonly what you might see with these is taking out 2 air defence, then using the Lavaloon from the other side, but you've then nothing to pin your lava hounds onto. So notice on this one, the lava hounds start working their way across the base. That is where the haste spells come in, guys. You need them haste spells to push the balloons forward and make sure that they're keeping up with the lava hounds as best as possible. So obviously at the bottom here, at the very south, the lava hounds on them air defense still protecting the balloons as they quickly moved forward. And if you didn't have them haste spells, it would leave the balloons vulnerable, you know, at the top of the base. You need to be able to follow the lava hounds, whether that's taking out the air defense or whether you have another plan for it. So on this one, just made sure to push the balloons as fast as possible to them air defense, and that's most of the time what you do. I mean, in high level war attacks, I'm sure they don't love this, but check out them balloons just running around after that giant from the giant surprise. I've seen it wreck raids in the CWL and these high level wars. You know, if it weren't for the lava pups and the archers there, them balloons would have just went round and round in circles and not been able to get that giant. It is pretty funny to watch, but very frustrating if you're a high level player like these guys. So as you can see though, check out the amount of balloons just working their way over to blast that final building down. Brilliant 6-pack there by Skip, and let's move on to the next one, guys. So we have 2 more attacks for you. Fog Jr., massive shout out to Fog. I mean, he, you know, sets up the way for us in Elite Nation, in Elite Gaming. A fantastic job that he does. Starting out in the south here with his queen and the healers, just going to move forward and take out this area. Again, you know, you really want to either take out some key objectives. Notice how protected the CC and the queen is in this base layout. Very different base layout, shall we say. But he's just going to carve an area at the south there, create the funnel, and then bring the witches right the way in. And that should be pretty good. Just with them other witches at the top, they're going to walk around and take out the northeast of the base there, whilst the rest of them come right into the center of the base here. That poison spell, very useful. Takes down the enemy CC with it being witches themselves, and also slows down that enemy queen. So although the clan castle and the queen were well protected, it meant that one poison spell could be used to kind of damage both of them as such. Then we have them bowlers as well. I say it every single raid, but you need to be taking bowlers as your, you know, support troop as a Town Hall 9. Get them in your clan castle, guys. They are super helpful. And as they move on to the final few defenses here, obviously with a couple of point defense at the top, that Tesla farm really wrecked those witches that had the healers with them. But at the bottom here, the queen has merged in with the king and the bowlers. She's going to do a fantastic job. And at this point, with the base being so spread out, there's not enough damage in any one area to give them any issue. With the queen having such high health, and it did have the healers on her, but with so many troops, there's not any areas. There's only that area with the Tesla farm, but even that's not going to be enough to take down these troops. So it is definite 3-star from this point out. and a fantastic stuff. If you haven't seen any of my Town Hall 9 Witch videos, I'd highly recommend going through and having a check, because the witches are fantastic. Witches and Hog Riders at Town Hall 9, guys, they're my two favourite attacks, and they are just brilliant to watch. So as you see, the Queen wrapping this one up, Golem very helpful. That is how helpful the Golems can be in terms of just protecting them troops in the middle. So final attack for this one, Professor Teaser, and I've got to give her a shout out as well. I've got to give him a shout out for the Town Hall 9 versus 10 scout that he did. I mean, it was a fantastic attack and really set the way for one of our Town Hall 10s. Didn't quite get it tripled, but it was a very impressive scout as well. Anyways, we're going to show you the 3-star attack, taking plenty of golems on this one. 4 golems, guys. You don't see it very often, but if you can provide enough tankage for the rest of your troops, then you don't need a lot of troops. If they're well protected, they can take down the base. So very much like we used to see in, you know, a couple of years ago in the meta, the 7 golem attack strategy. That attack strategy was beast. Not because you had a massive amount of powerful troops, but just because they were so well protected. So check this one out. As we bring a jump spell, the golems can get right the way into the base and just walk through to the different defenses here, following it up with the bowlers, the heroes, and a couple of wizards, they're going to get right the way through the base here, and very much like you would see on a Town Hall 8 style attack, the air defense right at the north there, now bringing the balloons in, could have maybe brought them in that little bit sooner, but it's not going to matter because the point defense are onto the golems, and really there's nothing stopping these balloons. They're just going to slowly move in, take out the rest of the defenses on the back end here, and brilliant stuff. You know, this was when Clan Wars first came out and you started to see Hog Riders and balloons on the back end. It was brilliant, transformed, and really showed the 3-star attacks. Up until that point, before Clan Wars, it was always 2 stars, so I always loved to see the balloons or the Hog Riders just sneaking in at the back end and taking them defenses. Really brilliant stuff to see, and as you can see, them few wizards that were left are going to be for cleanup. So that wraps it up for this one. I mean, check it out. He has the heal and the haste at the top there with them few balloons just to swag. But I just wanted to show a video highlighting the fantastic work that Elite Gaming does in terms of these massive wars. They did brilliant picking up the victory on this one. Massive props to FishNChips International as well. Great attacks and a great competitor. Again, if you are interested in joining Elite Gaming, everything is in the description of this video. But that wraps it up for this one. Just a short and sweet one, really, guys. I've been your host, Judo Sloth, and until next time, peace out, guys. Stay tuned for more Clash of Clans.